What if I told you that women spend 25% more of their lives in poor health than men, costing the global economy $1 trillion annually? This is known as the gender health gap, and one Australian startup is using AI to change that for future generations. Hello, my name is Clara McGinty. Today I'll introduce you to Ovum AI, the intelligent health journal designed for womankind. I will discuss this startup in 4 key areas, starting with the context, moving on to entrepreneurial theory application, then the contribution to industrial, economic, and social settings, and finally, trends and challenges, solutions and feasibility, and attractiveness. Let me tell you more about Ovum. Ovum developed an app that helps women track symptoms, menstrual cycles, medical and lifestyle data. Ovum's vision is to integrate women's health data, detect patterns, and support early diagnosis and treatment. Its main asset is Ovum Brain, the app's AI and data platform, which provides personalized insights based on a woman's health history, symptoms, and goals. There is no public information yet on which language model or vendor it uses. Ovum is also building the world's first longitudinal AI women's health data set, addressing the significant lack of women's health data worldwide. Ovum was founded by Dr. Ariella Heffernan-Marks in 2022 and launched in August this year. It is a private limited company headquartered in Australia with 4 employees and 16 advisors, experts, and clinical trial supervisors, showing its capacity for growth and long-term sustainability. There is no public evidence of regulatory permissions or licenses. So why does Ovum exist? Half of the world's population are female. That's 3.9 billion people, yet women spend more of their lives in poor health than men. For centuries, medical research has focused on men. Women were considered too complex because of hormonal fluctuations, leading to treatment that's been based on male reference ranges and higher rates of misdiagnosis and adverse reactions for women. Ovum is addressing this unmet market need. Women today want equitable, affordable, and gender-informed healthcare, focused on prevention, early intervention, and empowerment. Through its app and AI platform, Ovum is tackling systemic underrepresentation of women in health research and healthcare systems. It's reducing diagnostic delays for chronic female conditions. It's empowering women to better advocate for their own health, and it's closing the women's health data gap through information collection from its app. Ovum operates in the femtech sector, one of the fastest growing segments of healthcare. In Australia, this market is expected to grow 16.3% annually from 2024 to 2030. Using Porter's 5 forces, we can see what some of the barriers are. Issues with regulation and compliance, privacy and security. Traditional healthcare providers, wearables, general AI tools as substitute. The bargaining power of buyers. We want their engagement. They want good pricing. We need their trust. And it's an innovation race in an edgy market that is globally crowded. Thankfully, the bargaining power suppliers is less of an issue because of Ovum Brain. Ovum has applied several entrepreneurial theories. The first is disruptive innovation. Using the alertness model, Ovum identified an overlooked opportunity in women's health. And using the social innovation model, it is addressing a social need unmet by the market. The second is value creation. Ovum is providing women with control, confidence, and insight into their health. And the third is social entrepreneurship. Ovum's pay-it-forward subscription model allows one user to fund access for another woman in need. And here's how Ovum contributes in industrial, economic, and social settings. Firstly, it encourages data-driven healthcare and growth of the femtech industry. Secondly, it's closing the gender health gap, resulting in potential boost to global economy by $1 trillion per year by 2040. It's helping women understand their health and advocate for themselves in health settings, leading to improved time to diagnosis, which will help reduce patient burden and improve health outcomes. So what are the market trends and challenges for Ovum? The Australian femtech market generated a revenue of over $450 million in 2023 and is expected to reach $1,300 million by 2030. In 2023, the femtech market was worth almost $52 billion worldwide and is forecast to reach over $117 billion by 2029. This trend is consistent with two Australian government strategies that have been published. The National Women's Health Strategy focuses on equity, prevention, and strong evidence, while the National Digital Health Strategy aims for care that is digitally enabled, person-centered, inclusive, and data-driven. We can see that Ovum's objectives align very well with what the Australian government has envisaged for women and digital health in the coming years. Given that the trends are looking favourable, the main challenge for Ovum would be to become the market leader in a large and growing market, with regular active users to help build a valuable data set. They do not have the first mover's advantage, so they need to differentiate themselves and make an impact before the Australian market becomes a crowded space. This brings us to the solutions, which can be founded in the entrepreneurial theories that have been applied by Ovum. They identified that the health needs of women are not being met adequately in the current health system, and using AI technology, they designed an app that creates immense value for women who want to be empowered to take control of their own health. Through a pay-it-forward model in their subscription, they will be able to provide access to their app, not just to those who can afford it, but also to those in financial need. This positions Ovum as a potential leader in bringing about health equity for Australian women. All of this helps us to understand why Ovum is feasible and attractive as a startup. Let's have a look at Ovum's triple bottom line. People. There will be improved health and well-being for women and closing of the gender health data gap, which will have a beneficial flow-on effect to the rest of society for generations to come. Planet. They will help create a more sustainable health system with a focus on prevention, which will reduce environmental impact of unnecessary medical visits and interventions. Profits. By operating in the rapidly growing femtech market, they will gain economic value through innovation and scalable AI solutions, which will attract investors and generate long-term business sustainability. To summarize, Ovum developed the first holistic AI health assistant for women and the world's first longitudinal women's health dataset. It is a feasible and attractive startup because it is addressing a significant unmet market need in an industry that has high growth potential by proposing solutions to trends and challenges in the health and femtech market through disruptive innovation, value creation, and social entrepreneurship. Finally, Ovum will contribute towards closing the women's health gap through empowering women to be in control of their health while advancing research to benefit future generations. Thank you for listening.